Cornell's they're tough to play against. Obviously, they're rotating guys in and out. They're playing at a fast tempo, fast pace. And then when they get in the half court, they run really good offense. They share the ball. They can shoot it. They can really cut. And so obviously the first half we were really bad, right? Both offense and defense. So that put us in the hole, and we dug ourselves a huge hole. Got to be as much as 21. And clearly we did some great things to come back in the game, but down 21, those first 21 minutes are a part of the game too, just like those last 19 minutes are a part of the game. So it's a 40-minute game, and Cornell deserved a ton of credit for what they did in the first 21 minutes. And obviously, when we tied it up late, getting a couple big buckets, we have to be more disciplined defensively. We can't foul, right? So many possessions down the stretch. A couple times we tie it or we cut it and we foul, right? So similar in our loss to Yale, similar in our loss to Princeton. We have to do a better job defending without fouling. And, the first half, first 21 minutes, 22 minutes of the game are just as important as the last 18, like I just mentioned. So congrats to Cornell, and, we're going to have to respond Friday night.
Keno, obviously today's effort, where it ends up being a 2-point loss, what are you taking away from the whole game? Obviously the second half was great, but what is the takeaway right now?
We just got to be better in the first half. We went down big in the first half. We digged ourselves in a hole. We just got to be better in the first half.
Yeah, for Paxson, the defensive effort in the second half obviously was the only way to get back in that game. That intensity, you could tell you guys kept building on it minute by minute. Just speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, I was really proud of our effort in the second half, but there's no reason why we shouldn't play with that energy and that spirit for the whole game. And I think that's one of our takeaways, is we know what we're capable of when we're playing with that emotion, and we just need to play with it for all 40 minutes.
Mike, the pressure seemed to get your guys going too. You guys put the pressure on full court press in the second half. That really seemed to, I guess, energize your team.
Yeah, we turned them over. Obviously, 19 turnovers, and they were. They were the aggressors in the first half. They had us on our heels, from a defensive standpoint. In the second half, we were a little bit more aggressive, and I thought maybe, I don't know if they were on their heels or not, but clearly they weren't as good as they were in the first half. So I think, David Mitchell, these two guys at the front of the press, did a very good job. I thought Noah, did a really good job, making some reads and getting into some passing lanes. So yeah, some good stuff there with our defense in the second half.
How do you bottle up some of that energy that you had in the second half and bring it to first halves of games so you don't fall behind?
I don't know. It's a great question. If I figure it out, I'll let you know. But we've got to. It's not. Again, I said this last time I was here after we lost to Yale. I don't think it's that we lack a sense of urgency. At least in our minds. Maybe it doesn't always show itself on the court. And as a coach, I've got to find some different. Maybe different combinations or different things, different coverages, different things defensively or offensively to get us, playing the way we did in the second half. So we'll look at it and try to come up with something.
In one of those different combinations today, Noah Marin did play a career-high 16 minutes. What did you see out of him that made him earn all that time on the court today?
He's been practicing well. He played really well against Columbia last week. And T was in foul trouble, so I think that, and Dan Friday was out, right? So there was, more opportunity. Chemo fouled out. But it's not a matter of, guys being, obviously there was some of it that some guys were unavailable, but Noah's earned it. He's been practicing well, and he gives us size and versatility and a pretty good playmaker on offense.
Mike, how difficult is it to prepare for a team like that? They play so differently, and clearly, it was almost as if you needed a half to adjust to the way that they play because they play so uniquely.
Yeah, I mean, Brian's doing a great job. I think he's got a ton of options and a ton of guys who can, shoot it and know what they're doing on, as far as cutting without the ball and moving and sharing it. So I think he's just done a really good job of, getting them to play a unique style. And there's a lot of different things that they do offensively and defensively, and even from a rebounding standpoint that are different from most of the teams you play against. So but we had a lot of time to prepare for this game. We tried our best to simulate what they do, and clearly we didn't simulate it well enough because it took us the first 21 minutes to get a little comfortable playing against them.
The key element for Paxton is just get back in the gym, get back to work, keep working.
Yeah, definitely get back in the gym, work on our conditioning, get our bodies and minds right, and we got to be ready for a back-to-back weekend.
Thanks, guys.